Here we are, just getting ready to pull into the Heights, Auburn Hills. As you can see over there, they used to be the nursery, Frank's Nursery. Not Frank's Nursery and Rhymes, but Frank's Nursery and Crafts. And it's been a Ace, I think it was an Aco before that. Maybe Aco was across the street. But you can see that some of the homes here still look the same. No real major changes. And you won't see any for about a mile, and then you'll start seeing some changes as we're gonna do this video about what Auburn Heights looks like today, or downtown Auburn Hills. Let's begin. You can see here, welcome to Auburn Hills sign, the smallest sign in the history of signs. You got those apartments, they've been there forever. I apologize if my camera is a little shaky. I am not a professional and have not claimed to be. You can see here, the homes have all stayed within character. I'm sure a lot of you remember that party store that was right in this corner. Now it's a new built home. A lot of memories down this street. A lot of memories. There's the Myers. They used to host all the garage sales. There's my grandparents, the Stonehouses, the milkman, the garage in the back. They added an addition on top. There's the old party store right there. It's empty now, obviously. They vacated that. The old farmhouse. There's some great history there. That used to be Auburn Heights Elementary. That's gone. Look at that. Lumber. Church's Lumber. The Boys and Girls Club. Remember that? Sign's gone. That's sold. There was a salon there. There, of course, is the Aaron Webster Cemetery. And we go here, the walking trail, which used to be the train tracks. The old Chamber of Commerce. Remember the bowling alley? Auburn Lanes. Well, look at this building now. That takes its place. Really good memories at Auburn Lanes there. That building way over there, that's called the Jordan. Years ago, there used to be a little Kroger grocery store way before my time, but I remember reading about it. Look at that. Condos on top, retail on bottom. Remember the one-story little bank building that was here? Look at this. That's a beaut. So I'm going to take a different route than I did the last video. Remember there used to be the old pink historic house here with Keith and Chuck's barber shop and the party store. Now you got a Subway. Look at this little stretch here. You got Night Amphitheater with Riverside Park. Look at these condos here. Those are beautiful. Remember the back of this party store here and all that. It's extended over. That was my old condo with the garage door open for a few years. And look at this roundabout. Who would think a roundabout would ever be down here? Look at this. Sitting on this site used to be a big red brick house that was a music store and gave music lessons. So we're gonna drive down this, go left this way. There's the old War Memorial. The Den, that's the old cabin that they moved when they created the palace and the I-75 ramps there. There's the old party, or the ice cream store I grew up going to. There's your fire department. Fire department used to be on the other side where the War Memorial was. And how about here? Remember the mobile home park's still there. Cement factory was back here. Now look at those apartments. Wow. Now we're gonna go down Cherryland. Remember my first grade teacher, Mrs. Palmer, lived there, and her husband was the pastor, the minister of the church in town. For those of you that grew up on Cherryland or remember playing on Cherryland, had friends on Cherryland, not much has changed. But I'll use this to reroute us back to town. Great neighborhood. I grew up across the street in College Heights Mobile Home Park and around the corner in Oakland Estates. So this was always a dream of mine, is to live in a house like this when I was older. How ironic. Let's turn here. A lot of history in this house. They put some siding on that and turned it brown, painted it brown. I wouldn't say painted it, but now this is all a giant parking lot. And look at this. It's the building I had my hands in when I was with the city. That was originally supposed to be student housing for grad students at Oakland University. And it has turned into apartments, just generic apartments. And you look over here and you see the back of the old Church's lumber. It's still Church's lumber, not in the same capacity. And then you see that you got the parking garage here. Do you ever think there'd be a parking garage in Auburn Hills? And how about these condos that they're building here? These are gonna be nice. I'll have your garages. Let's go back here. You see that big empty area over there. We're gonna go around to the front side of that in a minute. But you see that is here where the bowling alley was. Remember this old parking lot? A lot of you had memories there. And we'll scoop around here. Thankfully, there's not too much traffic holding me up. I'm slow enough at this as it is, right? Look at these buildings. Did you ever think this would be in the Heights in downtown Auburn Hills? Oh, look at perfect timing. So we're gonna cut through town here, right in the downtown, the old Patrick's or Chilean before that. Some memories there, Tony's Donuts, and the post office was there. That's Duffy's. Looks like they already took the sign down. It's gonna be Johnny Black's. But let's stop here for a minute. You remember this was a little parking lot, and then True Value Hardware was here. I know it's hard to see now. And then Stan's Dugout, and the old building was right there. There was a doctor's office above that, a Chinese restaurant. All that's pretty much the same on that side. But now they're gonna build a 6-story development there that rivals this building here with a brewery and a wine tasting room. And it will have retail on the bottom and condos and apartments on top. There's the den that I spoke about earlier. That is the cabin that used to have the barber shop in it that they moved when the Palace came into Auburn Hills, that they physically moved. I think in 1988 was the date that they moved that. Yeah, and I went to this church for a little bit when I was a kid, Sunday school. And let's go get an ice cream. Not really. If you know me, you know I don't need another ice cream. Some history in this house here. If anybody has any history on that, please share it. The fire department used to be Crump Electric right there. You guys remember Crump Electric? My neighbor Patty worked there for a little bit. I remember that when I was a kid. And Chase Bank here. Taking a little longer video. The last one that I took really didn't encompass the downtown area very well. And I really wanted those that don't live in the area to get a better glimpse of what Auburn Heights has turned into. So this is a nice angle here. An idea when you're sitting here at the light in downtown, what it has become. And for those of you that haven't been here in 20 years or so, the road here, Squirrel Road, did not ever come through this way. You had to cut around Squirrel Court and go behind the party store and Patrick's and go around it. They created this way, God, I don't know how many years ago. I should know, but I don't. So we're gonna go through here. They made this down to one lane here and put this fancy midsection here, center section here. Again, the old condo that I had for a while. It was a great spot. I love living in town. But you remember that Squirrel Court came and then you wound around, and there was old houses lined up here, and then you came around, and you'll see, I'm sitting at the roundabout now, you'll see the old area. See where that silver car is going? That was where the original Squirrel Road came around when you came from this way, which I know it's very hard to tell now that I'm doing this video if you haven't been in this area for a while, but the road was right over there, and it went down. You can see the houses, some of the houses, not all of them, but some of the houses are still there along Squirrel that were once there. Those condos there are newer. And then we're gonna go over here. The bridge, they widened that to 4, used to be 2 lanes. You remember there was a beautiful, I think there was 2 houses here, yellow houses here. Now that's a skate park. That's kind of cool. I think the fire chief's house was here. They actually physically moved this house back quite far, and have done a lot of work to that. And since you've been here, Riverwoods Park, they put that in. And look at this. For those of you that haven't been here in a long time, the mobile home park, they actually took out 50 mobile homes to put the roadway right through here. It used to go way over there, and the bridge was way over there, the little Squirrel Road Bridge over M59. But they took all the trailers out here from the trailer park, and they put the road right through instead of winding around. If you remember, Squirrel Road kind of wound around a little bit. Yeah, so that's our tour of the Heights. I could go further up here, but that's all, you know, headquarter buildings, Comerica headquarter, OCC's over there on the left. But you guys get the point. If you guys want me to shoot another video when I'm in town, let me know. And I hope you guys enjoyed this.